Monday afternoon in Middle Village, Queens. We've got a CHSAA showdown as the Monsignor Scanlan Crusaders take on the Cathedral Prep Crusaders on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Alongside Rob Anderson, I'm John Perez. Well, it's a very special day here at Cardinal Field at Juniper Valley Park. It is senior day for Cathedral Prep, and the Crusaders are going to honor 6 seniors here today, and we'll hand it over to their head coach, David Felenius, who will introduce his 6 seniors here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Testing, 1, 2. All right, everybody. Welcome to our 2024 Cathedral Prep Baseball Day. At this time, I'm going to pass it to our Rector President, Father Caroli, and our Principal, Dr. Diaz, to get our ceremony started.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Today is a celebration for who we are as Cathedral and a celebration for our seniors. It gives me the opportunity to join Dr. Diaz, our administration, and our staff, along with all of you, in thanking our seniors for their hard work, their dedication, and the leadership that they have shown both on and off the field. These are bittersweet days, sweet as they move on, and they are congratulated, and we celebrate them. Bitter for all of us as we say goodbye to them. And so once again, please join me in congratulating and thanking our seniors for their dedication and their loyalty to team and to God. Congratulations, guys. But it gives me the opportunity to join our seniors in thanking their parents for the sacrifices that you have made, for your presence constantly and consistently, for the words of encouragement, for truly being the first teachers, especially the teachers of our faith, as they come into Cathedral each day with a heart that is open, thanks to you. And so please, seniors, turn to your parents, applaud them, and to thank them. We know that sports is very much a lesson in life, and we take the lessons that we learn on the field and we bring it outside. Certainly that lesson is given to us by their teacher both in and outside of the classroom, and that is Mr. Felenius. So Mr. Felenius, thank you so much for your dedication and for being such a great teacher to these young men. And so as we come together filled with joy and gratitude, let us remember that we are in the presence of God, the God who all blessings have given to us and all gifts have been bestowed upon us. And so let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for the many blessings and graces that you have bestowed upon us. Most especially we give thanks for the gift of these, our seniors, that as they pursue in their future endeavors, may we take a moment now in giving thanks for the gift that they have been to Cathedral Prep. We are so very proud of their accomplishments, but we know that they are signs of your goodness and of your presence and love in our lives. We are sons and daughters of our Blessed Mother in this month of Mary, this month of May. On this, the feast of Our Lady of Fatima, we know that it is her that guides us and brings us ever closer to her Son. And so together we pray the prayer of our school. Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, our life, our sweetness, and our hope. To thee do we cry, poor banished children of Eve. To thee do we send up our signs, mourning and weeping in this valley of tears. Turn then, most gracious Advocate, thine eyes of mercy toward us, and after this our exile, show unto us the blessed fruit of thy womb, Jesus. O clement, O loving, O sweet Virgin Mary, pray for us, O most holy Mother of God. The Lord be with you. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Congratulations, seniors. Let's go, Crusaders.
Thank you very much, Father. So at this time, I'm going to introduce to you 6 young men who our program is going to sorely miss in about 10 days when they graduate from Cathedral. But 6 guys who really will have left an indelible mark on our program for the hard work, the compassion, the grit that they show as a team. They're a really closely knit group of seniors, a really closely knit team in general. They really deserve a day like today, and I'm very happy to share in it with them. So as your name is called, your name and number, come out, you'll receive your tribute poster, take a couple pictures with your parents, and then have a great game. Before we do that, a couple of people to thank for this. Obviously, as Father said, all of the parents that make this possible and make high school baseball in general possible for all of us. To our administration who make a day like today possible. I'm extremely lucky to have such a supportive team behind me where anything I go to them with for the guys, they're really, really receptive. I really appreciate their support in everything they do to us. So them a big thank you as well. And a special thanks to Mr. Quinones, who is here for the 2nd straight year doing our music. And to Varsity Media, who's here broadcasting the game, something that the seniors will have, for their whole lives, a record of this game and a video to look back on with their brothers and all of that. Greatly appreciated. Okay, so first gentleman I'm going to introduce joined our program only last year, and I cannot say enough about how much he has impressed me with how hard he has worked, having not really played organized baseball before, 18 months ago. And he's in a position this year where we could have him in a big game, starting at first base. He's got the support of his teammates. He's one of the most well-liked kids we have around the building, graduating. Number 14, starting at first base, Gabe Lopez. Okay, next up, we have a multi-sport athlete graduating from Cathedral. He was a 4-year soccer player as well as a baseball player, someone who is Mr. Reliable when it comes to putting him anywhere we need him, outfield, infield, on the bases, anywhere in the lineup, top to bottom. Really going to miss him. One of our more spirited players on the team, and I mean that in the best way possible. Starting in left field today, number 15, Jace Guarneri. Okay, up next, we have someone who is now going to be the 2nd young man in his family to graduate from our baseball program. His older brother Justin graduated from our baseball team and from our school back in 2021. Someone who is going to put on display, I'm sure, today his pure athleticism. He's one of the fastest, one of the most nimble young men that we have. Going to start in right field, number 99, Matthew Palta. Okay, 3 down, 3 to go. Next up is one of our captains, someone who is a vocal leader on our team, someone who last year, in my first year as the coach, really stood out, made an impression. He was a member of the CHSAA A Division All-League team last year. Going to be behind the plate today. Also plays a little bit of first base and is someone who, if you said to me who cares the most about this program, he would be one of the first people that come into my mind. Going to miss him tremendously. Number 8, the catcher, Joseph Schwartz. Okay, 2 more. Next up, someone who as well is leaving behind quite a legacy with our program. His family, his brothers, and his entire family tree, like we've said, has a connection to Cathedral. He's someone who's going to represent our 2024 class as the salutatorian. But that also speaks to just his level of intellect as a player, his encyclopedic command of baseball. Ask this kid anything about the game and he will know it. His passion, his work ethic really stands out. Center fielder for today's game, one of our captains as well, number 5, Dominic Franco. So this last individual will be taking the baseball on the mound for us today, as he has done in so many other big games for us this season. He's someone who doesn't speak a lot, but his presence on the field and around the guys really does speak volumes. Someone who we are very much going to miss moving into next year and beyond, and someone who we really push to be the best, because he is someone who is capable of reaching those heights, as are all of his teammates. And we are of course talking about Big Game James, number 3, James Malloy. I invite the family members of the players who have come out already or still need to come out to join us for one group shot. I thank everyone who has come out to support us not only today but all year. We look forward to putting on a great performance for you today, and go Cathedral.
Shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment.
we also invite the alumni, Cathedral Prep baseball alumni here that would like to get a shot with us, and appreciate your support.
Yeah. No, we'll have it,
Just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, loud. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad that he won't give up. That is he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stacked that he knows when he goes back to this mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't get.
Great ceremony here in Middle Village. We'll have first pitch when we come up next. Monsignor, Scanlan, and Cathedral Prep on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
High school sports fans, are you following Varsity Media on our YouTube channel? For the best coverage of New York high school sports, make sure you head to youtube.com/varsity media. 3 easy steps. First, hit that like button, and then be sure to subscribe. And finally, tap that yellow bell to be notified of all of our upcoming sportscasts. Thank you for following Varsity Media on YouTube. High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Monday afternoon in Middle Village, Queens sees a CHSAA showdown. Here from Juniper Valley Park, the Monsignor Scanlan Crusaders take on the Cathedral Prep Crusaders on the Varsity Media Sports Network. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Alongside Rob Anderson, I'm John Perez. And Rob, this is a good matchup that we got here today. Cathedral comes in on Senior Day looking to win one last time on their home field as the Crusaders deal here. And it should be a fun one and 2 very competitive teams. And, of course, for Senior Day, that means that memories to last a lifetime one final time on your home field.
Always a special day in high school is the Senior Day. And like you said, these young men getting out on the field one time, a beautiful ceremony before the game we got to witness, and parents are in full attendance here on a beautiful day in Queens.
Well, they welcome Monsignor Scanlan, who comes in at 4-8 on the year. And let's take a look at our impact players today for the Crusaders. It's Kervin DePaula and Amo Kolenovic. Kolenovic, a heck of a two-way player, and DePaula hits everything over the plate.
Yeah, Amo up on the mound today, and you can see he also hits really well. 10 RBIs, a .451 batting average. Kervin DePaula, some speed on those bases, and he's one of those guys that's going to make an impact base to base and out in the field today.
Meanwhile, on the other side for Cathedral, they've got a pair of pretty special players as well, as we will meet their impact players. It's Will Rodriguez and Gabe Lopez.
Yeah, Will Rodriguez Jr., batting average .409, 9 RBIs on the year, one of the guys that gets on base early, and DePaula, also one of those impact players, can get on base and move all around those bags, John.
And so, with that, as we look here, we'll have the standings and the way that it's been so far throughout Brooklyn, Queens. And then you see St. John's Prep just running roughshod through. But Cathedral Prep, 2-4 on the year in league play, but looking forward to move up in the standings. Actually, that standing is a little bit wrong there. Cathedral Prep overall 5-4, but 2-4 in league play, so that's why they're under 500, but looking to move up in the standings. They'll have their work cut out for them, but a victory here today as well. With that said, we'll take a break. When we come back, starting lineups and first pitch on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
We welcome you back to Cardinal Field, Cathedral Prep and Monsignor Scanlan. Let's meet the starting nine for Mark Bonilla's crew. As Monsignor Scanlan looks for their 5th win of the year, it's Kervin DePaula to lead it off, along with Tyler Sanabria. Amo Kalenovic is the pitcher batting 3rd. Nick Curiel is the catcher. Brandon Otero in the hot corner with Alexander Lorenzo, the shortstop. Nestor Escobar, Damaso Acevedo, and Sebastian Sands as they go up against Mr. James Malloy.
And as his coach called him, big game James, 2-2 on the year with a 3.85 ERA, 31 strikeouts, and John, 11 of them came against this Scanlan team in 4 innings last time they met. 16.1 innings pitched, and it's big game James ready to take the mound and do big things on senior day.
Yeah, he usually brings it on the mound, and he's starting to round into form, getting the start here for Cathedral. And the first pitch of the afternoon is a fastball downstairs for ball 1. To Kervin DePaula, one of 2 DePaula twins on this roster. He and Yudi DePaula celebrating their 16th birthday last Thursday. So a belated happy birthday to them as the 1-0's in the dirt, 2-0.
And Kervin, one of those players that plays all over in the outfield. He's got wheels, so he's in the perfect position here at leadoff. And so far, good eye, 2 balls, looking to get on base and get this Scanlan team started.
Yeah, DePaula hitting .355 on the year, 4 extra base hits and 7 RBIs. And the pitch hits the outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1.
Pretty one there by Malloy, getting that high heat in there.
Well, he's a pitcher that can go up in velocity if need be. And foul tipped in the count, 2-2.
And that's why I don't envy that catcher's position, huh? Those foul tips smacking him right in the cage, but toughest guys on the field as far as I'm concerned.
And a ton of responsibility as well, not just dealing with the welts, the bumps, the bruises. They have to manage a pitching staff, direct the rest of the infield, and, oh, yeah, they've got to hit, too. And for Cathedral Prep, they got a heck of a catcher back there in Joe Schwartz. Comes to 2-2. Breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 3 call, pops out of the glove of Schwartz, and he lobs it over to first, not in time, and Kervin DePaula reaches first base via the strikeout.
So that drop third strike rule in effect, and Schwartz quick to get to it, but kind of had to lollipop that throw to get away from the runner. And now DePaula on first base, definitely a threat to steal.
Yeah, DePaula's got good speed as this brings up Tyler Sanabria. Sanabria Jr. hitting .207 on the year. And then first pickoff throw to no avail as DePaula. 6 stolen bases on the year and a good speedster. And there you see the numbers on Sanabria.
Not much of a lead over there. Sorry, not much of a lead over there for DePaula. So they were keeping him close, but he's staying pretty tight to the bag at the moment.
Yeah, as that fastball stays high, but one thing about Scanlan is they do not jump off the stat sheet when it comes to batting average or OPS, but they are a station-to-station team. They play a lot of small ball, and so when they get a runner on base, they do everything they can to try and move him into scoring position. So you'll see bunts today, you'll see hit and runs, It's not a team that's going to leave the ballpark, and especially here at Juniper Valley Park, instead of the bandbox that Scanlan plays in, this is pretty fair into the outfield, and you have to get a hold of one to hit it over the fence. And hits the corner, and a much-needed strike for Malloy.
Again, we talk about that guy behind the dish there, Mr. Joe Schwartz, talking to him before the game. And, John, the number 8 on his back, Yogi Berra. How about that for a young man?
Well, that's the one thing that David Felonius, as the runner goes, pitches a strike, throw down to second. It's a good one. The tag. In time, he got him. Noah Caraballo slaps the tag down on Kervin DePaula as Joe Schwartz.
Making Yogi proud right there. What a perfect throw. So we'll take another look at it there. And a perfect tag holding on to the ball. And we made up for that throw to first and a gun down to second for Schwartz.
And a swing and a miss. It's deja vu all over again. Back-to-back strikeouts. And there's 2 away. Let's meet the defensive alignment for the Crusaders of Cathedral Prep. Of course, Crusaders versus Crusaders, but this is Cathedral Prep with Nestor Escobar out in, well, that's Monsignor Scanlan. We'll get them when they go out onto the field. As Amo Kolanovic steps up to the plate. Amo getting the start on the mound. And a curveball, wave and a miss, 0-1.
So defensively, what we've got there for Cathedral, we mentioned big James Malloy on the dish behind the plate. Joe Schwartz at first, Gabe Lopez at second, Noah Caraballo, shortstop Joseph Brown, hot corner Will Rodriguez Jr., and going left to right, it's Jace Juaneri, Dominic Franco in center, and Matt Palta over in right field.
Palta wearing 99 like Aaron Judge, or as you refer to, the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
And I had to ask him before, but Wayne had nothing to do with that decision.
Popped foul, and Amo Kolanovic stays alive. Kolanovic, a junior, 415 on the year. He's carried the load all year for Monsignor Scanlan, leading the team with 10 RBIs. Nobody on, 2 out. And the pitch, little dribbler foul, first base side.
So very effective, James Malloy so far, throwing strikes, like you said, John, 2 so far, 11 last time they met.
He's got a pair of strikeouts and got 2 outs that way. And, of course, Kevin DePaula reaching base, but a drop third strike by Joe Schwartz. He beat out the throw, but then Schwartz was able to gun him down at second base.
Got to give Scanlan credit, though. They're taking their cuts up there against Malloy. Not taking anything close in the zone.
Well, and they're a team that doesn't get cheated either. They get their money's worth out there in the Bronx and swing for the fences. The curveball doesn't snap. And a tie, 2-2.
So a good, perfect day here for baseball in Queens. Sun coming in and out, but it's a cool afternoon here.
High fastball, swing and a miss. He struck him out. James Malloy strikes out the side in the first as Scanlan goes down scoreless. Cathedral coming to bat on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. Monsignor Scanlan went down scoreless in the top of the first inning as Cathedral Prep comes to bat on Senior Day. 6 seniors playing their final home game in the starting lineup today. Noah Caraballo, along with Joseph Brown and Will Rodriguez, they are the underclassmen. James Malloy, the pitcher. Joe Schwartz behind the plate with Dominic Franco out in center field. Gabriel Lopez at first base. Jace Guarneri in left field. And Matthew Palta is the right fielder as Amo Kalenovic gets the start on the mound for Monsignor Scanlan, Rob.
And there you see Big Amo. He pitches and he plays in the field. So far, he's got a 0-0 record, 5.11 ERA. His walks to strikeouts are 2-9, so that's a pretty good ratio. He can throw strikes just like Malloy. He's pitched 24 innings this year, and looking to put one in the W department here on Senior Day.
Yeah, Kalenovic, a good two-way player, a junior, and someone that will go deep into games, go 4 or 5 innings. Remember, it's 7 innings in high school. So if you can give your bullpen a little bit of length and piece together those final 6 outs, Mark Bonilla is actually pretty satisfied with what he's gotten out of Kalenovic and his other pitchers out of the pen. As Noah Caraballo will lead it off for the Crusaders, the second baseman.
And speaking of length, Kalenovic has that like perfect pitcher structure, his body, right? He's got the long arms, the long legs. So we'll see if he can get around and throw strikes today. If my count was right, Malloy super efficient with those 3 strikeouts, 13 pitches is what I have. That's a really efficient inning there for Malloy.
Noah Caraballo, a freshman out of Ridgewood, hitting .259 on the year. And like Cathedral Prep, there is no freshman or JV team, so the varsity consists of all years. And David Felenius, the head coach for Cathedral Prep, said he didn't know much about Caraballo coming into the year, but his assistant coach, William Rodriguez Sr., as he rolls that one foul, said that he had heard about Caraballo on the travel circuit, saw him in his travel teams, and his son also, Will Rodriguez Jr., knew him and said, hey, let's try him out, let's see what we got here, and he just came to play during tryouts, and you got to love that out of a freshman. He's fearless.
You said it right there. A 9th grader coming into a program and earning the leadoff position is extremely impressive. And like you said, his coach said he has a fantastic attitude. He can move around those bases, good eye at the plate. One of those guys that can get this game started well for Cathedral.
Leads the team in on-base percentage as check swing, he goes around. Strike 3 called. With that said, let's meet the starting defense for Monsignor Scanlan. As Scanlan will look to protect Kalenovic out on the mound.
Yep, Kalenovic on the mound. Behind the plate, it's Nick Curiel. On first base, Kervin DePaula. At second, Damaso Acevedo. Alex Lorenzo playing short. Hot corner, Brandon Otero. From left to right in the outfield, we've got Nesta Escobar, Tyler Sanabria in center, and Sebastian Sands over in right.
As Joseph Brown takes ball 1, that skips to the backstop, but a shorter backstop here at Cardinal Field, and of course you'll see that throughout the 5 boroughs. Wave and a miss, good breaking ball by Kalenovic. It's 1-1.
An excellent pitch there, and you saw Braun flailing at it. Good break on that ball. We'll see if he decides to throw another ahead 0-2 in this count.
Joe Brown, the one non-Queens native on this Cathedral Prep team. He hails from Rockville Center on the south shore of Nassau County. Makes the trek every day over to Queens. He's got big shoes to fill, too, filling in for Matt Quinones, who was the all-league shortstop last year.
And right now, if you notice, all breaking balls so far. So challenging Braun with that breaking ball multiple times in a row. See if he tries to go with some high heat in this point. And like you said, Joseph Brown, Rockville Center, right next to my neighborhood, John. That is a trek.
Curveball, wave and a miss. He got him.
So the off-speed stuff really working here so far, and it's 5 strikeouts with 5 batters, all swinging. And we'll take a look at that one. Look at that big leg kick, perfect form, and it just took a break right out of the zone. And Brown swinging away.
2 up, 2 down. This brings up Will Rodriguez, the third baseman and sophomore. He from Manhattan, of course, the son of assistant coach William Rodriguez Sr. Fastball dribble on the ground, right side of the mound. Kalenovic is up with it and flips the first. A 1-2-3 inning for Kalenovic. We're scoreless. 1 inning in the books on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
James Malloy struck out the side in the top of the first inning, and now he'll deal to 4, 5, and 6. This Monsignor Scanlan feisty team, they're young, a light-hitting team, but a lot of moxie, says their head coach, Mark Bonilla. In his first year, Bonilla, of course, the longtime head coach over at All Hallows in the Bronx, then moves over to Scanlan. And now James Malloy. Good job with his breaking ball and his fastball in that first frame.
Yeah, he kept throwing that breaking ball quite a bit. I mean, kept him off balance with the fastball, and I feel like they were looking fastball. But if that thing's working for him today, he's going to be tough to hit. Where on the other side, you look at Malloy, he's been throwing a lot of heat, and that's been effective for him. So we'll see how that pitch mix goes on throughout the entire game. And as we see big Nick Curiel up there at 351 average, one of the guys that can knock it in.
And Curiel, a very versatile player as well. Plays first, he catches, like he's starting today. He'll also go on the mound. And someone that might be a little undersized right now, but has a lot of power in that bat. And takes high a fastball, 1-0.
Sometimes undersized is good at this level of baseball. Shrink that strike zone up a lot. He is a junior. A lot of underclassmen on this Scanlan team.
Yeah, in fact, Damaso Acevedo, the only senior on the roster for Scanlan. He's batting 8th, playing second base. One. Right down the middle for a strike, 1-2.
Yeah, really nice pitch there to try to take a cut on. He just challenged him right down the middle. And so far, both pitchers kind of really running the count in their favor.
Fastball fisted foul out of play. And over into the hockey rink that is adjacent to the 3 baseball fields up here at Juniper Valley Park. In fact, there's 7 baseball fields overall, 3 up here. Or, I stand corrected, 6 baseball fields, 1 softball field. And Cathedral Prep getting Cardinal today. Roller right side. Noah Caraballo charges bare hands and flips it over to first, and Curiel's retired for out number 1.
So the ball playing pretty slow on this grass. It's a little high right now, but Caraballo doing a good job deciding that he was going to go barehanded and get over to first. Good decision there. And the first piece of contact on the field against Malloy.
Yeah, that's the one thing. The grass has really come in and has not been manicured here at Juniper, and you'll even see it along the first baseline and how high it is. And if you're not going to hit the ball hard, and even if you do, it slows down. So for a speedier team like Scanlan, that might help. Brandon Otero, the third baseman, takes on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1.
But positionally, everybody playing pretty straight away. Infield's not too far in on these plays, especially with Otero, one of the harder hitters on this team.
Mark Bonilla says he's got a lot of potential. It's just a matter of finding him a home defensively, cutting down that swing, but says that there's a baseball player in there and an elite baseball player at that.
And as a coach, it's one of those things where when you see guys and how he described it, raw talent, you know, you just try to find a place for them, try to utilize their skills, and then once you find that home for them, really just try to train them in how to win that position.
Fastball fouled back, and the count 2-2.
He is one of the faster guys on this team also. And I know they're working him in the infield at the moment.
Well, so the biggest thing for Mark Bonilla when he came over to Scanlan was developing talent and making it the All Hallows way, of course, having a great career over at All Hallows and now just trying to bring it over to Scanlan. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Strikeout number 4 for Malloy, and there's 2 gone in the second.
And that was a beautiful choice of pitches there. Again, Malloy's been throwing a lot of fastballs, that time throwing the breaking ball, and Otero just had nothing but to watch it. And take a look at this ball snap down. Beautiful in the zone. And Otero followed it all the way with his eyes right into the catcher's mitt of Mr. Schwartz.
Alex Lorenzo steps up to the plate, the shortstop. And Malloy's first pitch breaking ball snaps in knee high for a strike to the sophomore. Hitting .219 on the year, 2 extra base hits and 4 RBIs. 6'1", 170 pounds, so he's got the size. We'll see if that translates over to shortstop, or if he keeps growing, could put him in the outfield as well.
Sure, one of those big, lanky guys. Although if you look in the majors now, you're starting to see guys like that play in the infield, right? You got O'Neal Cruz over in Pittsburgh, kind of similar, a lot bigger, but similar type of build.
No, you're right. C.J. Abrams is another guy that comes to mind. Carlos Correa, of course, tall shortstop.
Yeah. It's really, that game has changed quite a bit in Major League Baseball. It used to be the smaller guys you'd see at second and short. Now it seems like everybody's a giant on the field.
Well, 20 years ago, a player like Aaron Judge would be at first base. No issues.
No, not even a thought in anybody's mind.
Malloy, the starter, pitching out of the stretch. Curveball below the knees.
Behind the plate, our umpire today, Hayden Victor, making all those calls back there. And out in the field, it's umpire John Fisher. Fisher located down by the first base side.
Fastball stays off the edge.
Malloy really just missing here. That one at the knees was just a little low. That one a little outside. But definitely a little bit more of a pitch mix selection here in the second inning.
Malloy will be headed to Baruch after he graduates from Cathedral, trying to walk on for Jose Torres' crew. Fastball swing and a miss, strike 3. 5 strikeouts through the first 6 batters for James Malloy. We're scoreless, 1.5 in the books on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Bottom of the second inning, James Malloy will lead it off for Cathedral Prep as we're tied at 0. Monsignor Scanlan and Cathedral Prep, both the Crusaders. Another man to my right is also a Crusader in his own right, Robert Anderson, and a pitcher's duel early on here at Juniper Valley Park.
It is a pitcher's duel so far. A lot of strikeouts up on the board. You said earlier, 5, and we had 2 out of Kalinovich. Right, two strikeouts in the first inning. So with 7 strikeouts in right now, John, and let's see some contact at this point. I think both teams are looking for that. And Malloy certainly ready to help his cause.
Yeah, Malloy's a heck of a hitter as well. And a couple extra base hits this year, 7 RBIs. Malloy was naturally a catcher but had good arm action. And so that's why he became a pitcher for David Felenius. And like we mentioned, going to Baruch to study business communications after he graduates. And on-base percentage about 100 points higher than his batting average. Someone that gets on base, and he socks this one into left center field. And it dunks in for the first hit of the afternoon.
Really solid contact there by Malloy. Again, like I said, looking to help his cause out, and it's a long single. And now Malloy over at first base. And he'll be pinch hit for. Let's take another look at that. Right down the middle, a perfect stroke on the best part of the bat you could ask for, hitting to left center field for a beautiful single.
So the courtesy runner at first base is Ryan Gallagher, as this will bring up Joe Schwartz, the catcher. And the first pitch to Schwartz hits the outside corner for strike one.
Schwartz calling a real good game so far. We saw that arm. Now it's time to see that bat.
Schwartz only hitting 175 on the year. Runner goes, check swing, he goes around, and no throw as Gallagher takes second base.
Yeah, heck of a jump there by Gallagher. I mean, you just saw him twitching in that lead. Something Kalenovich might want to be aware of. He was itching to go.
It's the fifth stolen base as this is popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Kervin DePaula makes the catch. One away.
It looked like Schwartz there just kind of out in front of it and not getting a great swing, maybe a little fooled by the pitch, and pops it up to the first base side. Now we got a lefty coming up. Good spot for a guy on second base if Franco can pull the ball. Batting 148 so far on the year, wearing my favorite number 5.
Runner at second, and the first pitch breaking ball outside for ball one. Well, there's a lot to like about Dominic Franco. Of course, senior, has a good career, wears number 5 for you, from Middle Village. A baseball savant as well. And check this, the salutatorian for the upcoming graduating class. He's getting it done on and off the field. Pops this one up, left side of the diamond. Alexander Lorenzo, the shortstop, hauls it in, 2 down.
So whatever Kalenovich is throwing there, looks like some more off-speed pitches. They are just not making solid contact. Got 2 to pop up in a row. And they don't want to waste that speed at second base at Gallagher.
So it's up to Gabriel Lopez, the senior from Forest Hills. Runner in scoring position and 2 down. And that fastball peppered in for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, Lopez, one of the guys his coach said is just cool under pressure. And he's out there as a calming force.
Chopper foul, third base side. Well, Lopez was, as Felenius said, one of the more impressive kids that he just hates that he has to lose him. Obviously graduating, but he's improved so much over the last year. And in fact, he remembers a game last year against St. Edmunds with 2 starters down. Lopez was DHing, and runner goes, throw down to third. Safe as Gallagher gets under the tag. Good throw by Curiel, but Gallagher swipes his second stolen base of the inning.
And if you take a look at it, I mean, Curiel throwing from his knees. We'll have another look. A great jump there again by Gallagher. And a little Benito Santiago over there throwing from his knees, not in time.
That fastball hits the outside corner. Strike 3 called. So Cathedral leaves a runner stranded at third. And we're scoreless through 2 on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050. Top of the third, James Malloy's in a groove. He's got 5 strikeouts for the first 6 batters that he's faced. As Rob Anderson, he's been mixing it in all pitches and he's trying to keep the Scanlan team scoreless and give his team an opportunity, and he's passed the first 2 innings with flying colors.
Yeah, again, we said it earlier on, looking to be just as dominant as last time where he pitched 4 innings and had 11 Ks, 4 so far. And he did a great pitch mix in that second inning. A lot of fastballs in the first. But Malloy keeping that pitch count down, maybe going deeper than 4 today.
Well, and that's the thing, too, when you've got a 7-inning game, that if you can give that sort of length, a quality start is 4 innings instead of 6 innings, which we're used to at the major league level. And, of course, there's a pitch count out there, so you're battling with that. But on senior day, Dave Felenia says, yeah, we're not punting on this game. We want to win. But for Malloy, he's going to let him go as long as he can in respect to the game, as Nestor Escobar leads off and takes the first pitch strike at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, Malloy challenging right out of the gate, feeling himself there. Throwing that strike at the knees.
Nestor's a freshman. Good short swing, a lot of speed. But swings at a pitch at his eyes, and the count 0-2.
Might have been thinking to go over the fences over there. Right now, contact is what they're looking for against this Cathedral team. Start challenging that defense.
A 2-pitch. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Strike 3 called on the inner half. 6 strikeouts for Malloy to start off the top of the 3rd inning.
And Malloy's starting to get him looking now. He had him swinging away in the first inning. 3 Ks. And here's another look at it. And a beautiful sinker. It was a curveball that fell right on in there for a strike.
So here's Damaso Acevedo, who is the lone senior for Scanlan.
And I got to think as an umpire, when you see a guy who's got this kind of control and who's on his game, he's going to get the benefit of those close ones as well.
I think it also helps that Joseph Schwartz is a good framer behind the plate. Not to say that he's stealing strikes, but he presents an easier pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Schwartz is doing a great job. Really playing that position well in every aspect of the game.
Schwartz, a senior from Park Slope. Catches a dart on the outer half. And Malloy ahead in the count again, 1-2.
You can see some of these Scanlan batters starting to get a little frustrated. I'm calling off speed right now.
It is a fastball that's high.
Oh, look at that, going high heat, trying to get him swinging. He's got a 2-2 count.
Malloy out of the jump. Already 6 strikeouts with the first 7 batters. The pitch, make it 7-8. James Malloy has come out firing through the first 2 2/3 of an inning.
And we'll take another look at it here. And just completely fooled on that inside corner, eliciting the swing and miss out of Acevedo. And the number 9 hitter, Sands, now trying to get something started.
Fastball misses up. Sands, another freshman as well, getting the start from Mark Bonilla out in right field. Been a lot of mixing and matching the starting lineup, and Bonilla saying that in his first year he just wants to see what he has, and he's got a very heavy underclass team. And so with that, guys will be playing out of position or they'll be playing in different spots to see where they project for not just this year, but the coming years as well. At the knees, and Malloy gets another strike.
And I think every high school coach that has a young team understands it's going to be a rough start, but you begin to create a program that's yours. So maybe something we'll see here with Scanlan.
1-2.
I've had a couple years where, you see these young kids coming up and you make decisions. You decide, am I going to keep them on the junior varsity team, have them play together, win together, try to bring them up together, or stick them in big situations young and try to build a program the way that you want it built. And the Scanlan team certainly bringing up some young bucks.
Well, and it also has to help with the fundamentals and building blocks, too. So next year, they're already starting at third base, no pun intended. It's a payoff pitch. That's upstairs, ball 4, and the second base runner of the day for Scanlan is aboard. And this will bring up Kervin DePaula, the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, after that pitch, there was like a little pause. Everybody took a look. Even Sands looked back like, that was inside, right? But he gets it, and we'll see if they move on the bases the way Gallagher was running on them.
Swing and a miss, and a first pitch fastball, and Schwartz keeps it in front of him, and no advancement by Sands over at first base. Sands not taking a big lead. Watch the lead here as he starts to get set over at first. It doesn't exactly have the lead that Ricky Henderson would take.
No, not at all. But he does a little hopping and bopping over there.
This one hit on the ground to third. First opportunity for Will Rodriguez Jr. Slings it across the diamond, and the inning is over. James Malloy works around the walk. 3 scoreless innings here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. Been a pitcher's duel here at Juniper Valley Park in Middle Village, Queens, as Amo Koletovich back on the mound for his third inning of work. He's just allowed 1 hit through the first 7 batters that he's faced, and 3 strikeouts as well, as he'll deal to 8-9-1 in the Cathedral Prep lineup. Jace Guarneri, the left fielder, leads it off for the Crusaders. And with that said, it's time to book a Sportscast. Contact Varsity Media today and help us produce your Sportscast. Give us a call, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
So like I said, Guarneri at the plate, and he's out in left field today, but he is the utility man of this team. The Swiss Army knife coach can put him anywhere, anytime.
Senior out of Middle Village, and yeah, that's what helps. 3rd year on the team for Cathedral Prep, going to Baruch to study business as well, and he'll throw out some feelers, see if he wants to try out for the baseball team or not.
But an excellent soccer player.
Yes.
So, while Mr. Guarneri plays multiple sports and multiple positions, the one position his coach would like to see him on is at least first base right now.
Well, he drives that one to right field. Sands drifting back. Reaches out, can't make the catch. It rolls past him. An extra base hit for Jace Guarneri, who's still on his horse, and he leads off the 3rd inning with a 3-bagger. You said first base. Jace was saying, I got 3.
Yeah, he took a look at me and was like, we're going 3-bagger right there. And what a way to turn that base at second and dig into third. Kind of an awkward slide there, but he got in. And if you take a look, he hit this ball real hard. Little misjudged out in right field, but a lunge trying to make that play with Sands. And just look at this turn, John. When he decides he's going, boom. No thought about it, going down to third. Throw, the cutoff comes up a little short. And it's a leadoff triple.
3rd extra base hit of the year as Matt Palta steps up to the plate. And Palta takes inside for ball 1. Scanlan playing their infield in, trying to cut down Guarneri. And a ball hit right at a fielder. First bit of trouble for Koletovich. Fastball in the outside corner, 1-1.
Like you said, the Scanlan team playing the infield in. And Palta going to want to make some contact, either in the air deep or maybe a little late swing, try to hit it the opposite way and get this run across.
Curveball bends in for a strike, and that was nasty. Polta seen as a double leadoff guy. He's a senior from Jamaica, Queens. Hitting .357 on the year, 1 extra base hit, and 3 RBIs. Pitch. Pops foul.
So Polta falling behind a little bit early here, just looking to make some contact again and lead off triple, no outs. You desperately want to get that run and have enough contact on the ball to make sure there's no play at the plate.
Polta will be headed to Mercy out in Dobbs Ferry after he graduates from Cathedral. Graduation's only 10 days away. In there, strike 3 called. Pretty breaking ball by Kalenovich. 4th strikeout of the afternoon and a king-size first out.
Yeah, very important first out there, and obviously this one just as important. And you can take a look at this pitch. It is a beautiful breaking ball, and Polta didn't even get the bat off his shoulder.
So that'll bring up Noah Caraballo. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Skips under the glove of Curiel, but no advancement by Guarneri, 1-0.
And John, so far all the base runners really not taking big leads at the bag. I mean, we got pitchers that know how to throw over pretty well.
Well, not a big backstop behind the plate, so really not a big reason for Guarneri to take that lead. Curveball's working as it falls in for a strike. But there you see, so there's not a lot of space. So unless the ball trickles up the first base line, it'll be tough for Guarneri to score on a pass ball. Curveball on the inner half. Count 1-2.
So Caraballo now strategically needs to get a bat on the ball. Falling behind again early. This Cathedral team needs contact.
1-2, swing and a miss. He got him with the curveball, 2 away.
And that is a huge out for Kalenovich.
That curveball's got a lot of bite to it. It just looks so appetizing and falls off the table.
And he's leaning in on it early. He's throwing them left and right. He struck out the last 2. And that one, the bottom just falls out.
First pitch to Joe Brown at the knees for a strike. And it looks as if Kalenovich is starting to find the sweet spot and where he's going to get that strike call.
Really great mechanics, too, Kalenovich.
Good building block, right? Teams are always looking to form their teams around their starting pitching, and you've got a guy like Kalenovich that can give you 4 or 5 innings per outing. You're in good shape. Kalenovich only a junior. A lot of expectations going into a senior year. Curveball, wave, and a miss. See the frustration by Brown. It's 1-2.
Yeah, way out in front there. Another breaking ball, and he was looking to meet it about 1.5 inches in front of the plate. He's really starting to stymie them with this off-speed work.
Time call at the plate.
So like I said, these Crusaders desperately looking to not squander a leadoff triple. 2 Ks. Kalenovich looking to get his 3rd this inning.
Just upstairs. First fastball in the at-bat to Brown, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that one just high. And you see Coach Bonilla was biting his lip on that one. He thought he had it.
Pitch. Curveball low, 2-2. I'll check that, 3-2. Joseph Brown seen as the fiery guy for Cathedral Prep. Looking to put them in front. The pitch upstairs, ball 4. So a good at-bat by Brown, who was down 0-2, and he works the walk.
Yeah, he worked the walk, and again, that one pitch just a little high, but enough to get him over to first base. And I wouldn't be surprised right now if we see him maybe decide to try to take second base.
Prime opportunity for Will Rodriguez, the big bopper for Cathedral Prep, with runners on the corners. 2 outs, and we're scoreless. Rodriguez only a sophomore. Over the summer, part of his travel team going to Puerto Rico as the runner goes, and defensive indifference, Brown takes second base. But a really cool trip. In February, playing against Yadier Molina's 16U travel team. Will Rodriguez Sr. has a lot of connections down there, and His son getting the benefit of that. It's the benefit of a fastball outside, too.
Guessing, though, will want to definitely get a bat on this and try to drive in these 2 runs. Kalinovic with the 2 big strikeouts and then the walk.
In the dirt, skips off the glove of Curiel, but Guarneri stays at third.
So Coach Felenius keeping them tight to the bag right now, not risking anything early in the game.
Kalinovic trying to work out of danger. The 2-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner. Slider with a bite. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that pitch just catching the outside corner. And Kalinovic now can get himself out of a little bit of a jam.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. The pitch. Curveball, got him looking. Amo Kalinovic gets out of it unscathed and leaves a pair on. 3 in the books. We're scoreless on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. Welcome you back to Juniper Valley Park here in Middle Village, Queens. Monsignor Scanlan is scoreless. So is Cathedral Prep. He's Rob Anderson. I'm John Perez. And Amo Kalinovic gives up a leadoff triple, Rob, and then he gets 2 strikeouts after giving up a walk. This big strikeout, Will Rodriguez Jr. to keep it scoreless.
Yeah, a little low, but catching the plate, and a big strikeout with runners in scoring position. First threat really in the game for either one of these teams. 6 Ks now for Kalinovic. And speaking of Ks, it's Dr. K right now on the mound.
Yeah, James Malloy has been stifling the Crusader lineup to the tune of 7 strikeouts. He's only allowed a walk, and the other batter that reached base was Kervin DePaula, who struck out, but on a wild pitch, or pass ball, reached first base. He was thrown out by Joe Schwartz. So Tyler Sanabria steps up to the plate, 0 for 1 with a K in the first inning against the senior hurler for Cathedral Prep. And bunts the first pitch foul back to the screen. 0-1.
And Malloy picking up where he left off. He threw nothing but fastballs to Sanabria last time and got him swinging on one that was a little high. And Sanabria showing bunt. They just want a base runner too. We'll see if he does that again.
Rodriguez, the third baseman, playing in. First baseman Lopez even with the bag. Not bunting. And that misses in the strike zone, but the appeal to first, he went around. And so the count, 0-2.
Good call there by the first base umpire. He definitely went past the plate on that swing.
Fastball skips in the dirt, and that's why I thought it was going to come from home plate, and then when there was no call, you could hear Cathedral Prep saying, wait a minute, let's check that.
Yeah.
They got the strike.
He even saw a little confusion with the umpire. Like he kind of sat there for a second and wanted to check with his partner. So always a good thing in this game. That's why you got 2 on the field.
1-2, hits the outside corner, got him looking.
But you only need 1 umpire for that pitch, and it's the guy behind the plate. Strike 3.
Talk about painting the black. That's what James Malloy has done through the first 3 1/3.
And we'll get another look here as he continues to throw that heat and catches the outside corner. And like you said, John, really great framework there by Schwartz. to make sure they look like tight strikes every single time.
Amo Koledovich, slow roller to second base. Noah Caraballo, 2 away. Second opportunity for Caraballo. He's handled them both flawlessly. 2 up, 2 down to begin the fourth, as Nick Curiel, the catcher for Scanlan, steps up to the plate.
And if Malloy can keep throwing strikes or just elicit this weak contact, we're definitely going to see him pass 4 innings. His pitch count's got to be pretty low at the moment.
Well, we do a ton of Long Island games, Rob. The biggest difference, of course, in the city, besides playing in the public parks, which you'll see also on Long Island as well, is in New York City they play with wooden bats as opposed to the aluminum bats out on Long Island. So that's where you'll get a lot of weak contact, and especially with taller grass here.
Yeah.
It's a base runner's dream, but it also helps with the pitching, but you can't play back on the infield as well.
It's got to make you wonder, put the aluminum bat in their hands in turf, you got a much different game. And that's a lot of Long Island. I like that they play with the wood bats, though.
I do, too.
I mean, I'd like them field a little bit more manicured, but I'll take those bats any day of the week.
Well, that's a city issue. That's above our pay grade.
That's above our pay grade is right. There's just something different about being at a baseball game and hearing ping versus that wood on the ball.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're scoreless. Top half of the fourth. Pitch from Malloy. Foul tipped into the glove of Schwartz. Strike 3. 9 strikeouts for James Malloy through 4 innings on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Juniper Valley Park, bottom of the fourth inning. We're scoreless. Monsignor, Scanlan, and Cathedral Prep. And, of course, this spring, Varsity Media is the home for the 2024 Nassau playoffs, starting from lacrosse to baseball and all spring sports in between. Go to varsitymediapass.com to watch the games today. He's Rob Anderson. I'm John Perez, and Amo Koledovich gave up a leadoff triple to Jace Guarneri, but then got a couple of strikeouts before surrendering a walk, and then punched out Will Rodriguez to keep it scoreless as James Malloy, the opposite number for Koledovich, will lead it off in the home half of the fourth.
And Koledovich looking more and more comfortable as he goes. 2 of those 3 strikeouts looking in the last inning.
Malloy had the first hit of the day, a single to center field, and then was lifted for a courtesy runner as Ryan Gallagher stole 2 bases. But Koledovich, even in that inning, a runner at third and 1 out, and got a pop out and a strikeout. Slips a curveball by him, and the count 1-1.
And for a hitter, if you look at this Koledovich delivery, it's kind of like a little tricky because that leg kick goes up, comes down, and then it's a slingshot with the arm. Like, he's all upper body. The push-off is not a lot. It's kind of like, I don't want to compare him too much to Chris Sale, but Chris Sale kind of wings it from the outside like that.
He's got that tall, lanky frame as well. There's a fastball, hammered foul, third base side.
But it's pretty cool. Like, he just kind of like, it's everything's from the shoulder and just comes around quick. Not easy to time as the batter. The longer he stays in, a little easier, but the way he's making do with them, everybody's only seen him for a second time in the fourth inning.
And the pitch, swing and a miss. He got him with a curveball. Curiel slaps the tag to complete the strikeout. It's now 7 Ks for Koledovich and 1 away in the fourth.
And it is a pitching duel here at Juniper Park. Starting to get a little chillier. Wind kicking up, a little overcast, and there's that pitch. Look at that arm, and then the follow-through with the leg. Excellent angle there by our cameraman. Great work.
That's Travis DeLuise over at third base.
Thanks, Travis. It's a good look there, Kalenovich.
Travis has to like the way the pace of this game is going because he wouldn't stop talking about the Ranger game that he needs to get home to watch later on in West Islip.
I don't want to talk about it.
Right back to the mound. Kalenovich making like Shesterkin and then flips it over to first, 2 away.
We're going there now, are we? Gonna start rubbing the Rangers in my face?
Well, the Rangers are there. Your team is not. 2 away, and this will bring up Dom Franco. And, you know, we were talking about Dom Franco earlier, and you said how much you liked him for his number and all that. And on top of him being a salutatorian, his coach says he's also a baseball historian as well, which is kind of cool to see. And, of course, all this talk about how baseball is not as popular with the younger generations, but a breath of fresh air for Dom Franco.
Yeah, I feel like you got to, you know, that comes a lot from the parents, you know. As kids, we collected the baseball cards and read all the backs. I knew who had the same birthday as me when I was a kid. And you studied the game. Baseball lends itself to that.
Pulls back the bunt. Did you have a card that you treasured more than the others?
I collected every single Ozzie Smith card that was ever made, from his rookie days in the Padres all the way through his cheap all-star cards on the St. Louis Cardinals, but I had every Ozzie Smith card ever made. Still do.
I remember the first Mike Piazza card I got and cherished that. Like there was no other card there.
That was your guy?
Oh, yeah. Still is. Wave and a miss.
Wearing David Wright's number out there. Great Met. I'm a little older than you. I was a Wally Backman guy.
Oh, yeah, of course. And great second baseman, of course. And I don't know why for a second I thought he was the World Series MVP. Baltimore chop foul.
For me, he was.
Ray Knight was fantastic that series, too.
Never had a clean uniform after the first inning.
No.
So, yeah, it is. Like you said, it's nice that Franco studies the game and knows the history of it, just like Schwartzy over there.
1-2 pitch. Fastball skips in the dirt.
When you told me Yogi Berra, I was impressed. And now for his pitcher, it's deja vu all over again over here. 9 Ks, looking to get his 11. One of the great Yogi-isms over there.
What did he also say? 70% of the time he fails, and the other half he something like that. Yogi math there.
Yogi math was the best.
And Dom Franco works the 2-out walk. And a base runner for the Crusaders. Second base on balls issued by Kalenovich, and this will bring up Gabriel Lopez.
I'd like to see Franco go. Right now, they've really been testing Curiel behind the plate, and he's had some difficulty getting it down. And sure enough, there we go, off to the races.
Throw down to second, not in time, as Franco steals the bag standing up.
Love it. First pitch, aggressive. Kalenovich just seems unfazed, though. I got to give him that. He doesn't even really look run his back all that much at all.
Right back to the mound. Skips off his glove. It's going to be a tough play for Lorenzo. He eats it up, and everybody's safe. The ball had a lot of English on it going back to the mound. Kalenovich couldn't field it cleanly, and now Cathedral has runners on the corners and 2 down for Jay Squarnieri.
And I think you got to field it as a base hit there, right? What do you think, John? An infield hit? Took a weird hop, hit the glove, but difficult, and then that slow roll in the grass. And Lopez beats it pretty quickly. And probably a conversation at the mound just to tell Kalenovich, keep doing what you're doing. You've been here before. Last inning it was the same thing. And it's really not him getting his team in trouble. That leadoff triple was a little bit of a misread by the right field.
Well, we've also seen Scanlan is not afraid to concede the stolen base, and that's probably what's going to happen with Lopez over at first.
Yeah.
And that they'll let him go. But here's Jace Guarnieri, who tripled to right his last time up. Prime opportunity for the Crusaders. Runner goes, bunt pulled back and taken all the way for strike 1.
Yeah, they didn't even look him back. That was a huge lead by Lopez. First one that we saw, a really big lead. They know that they're conceding at this point. And we're in a similar position to how we ended last inning.
Curveball hits inside. Count 1-1.
So Juaneri, one of the only guys to make real good contact here in this game.
A line shot down the right field line and then lays off the curveball, 2-1.
And the only two good hits was Malloy's single and Juaneri's triple so far. So we'll see if he can make good in this position when runners on second and third.
2-1 pitch. Fastball socked foul. Kalenovich has already gotten out of 2 jams, looking to do it once more. Keep this game scoreless and push it to the 5th. Franco the runner at third, Lopez at second. The pitch, curveball upstairs. And the pitch just misses.
And that Crusader dugout getting a little feisty. You can hear Joe Schwartz chirping over there, trying to psych up his team.
Pitch. Dribbled left side of the mound. Going to be a tough play. Artero's up with it. Fires to first. In time. And the inning is over. Amo Kalenovich gets out of it once again. 0-0 at the end of 4 on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
What's the season, 6 weeks?
The season is 6 weeks, Rob Anderson, and we're reaching that point right now as Cathedral Prep and Monsignor Scanlan scoreless here from Juniper Valley Park. He's Rob Anderson. I'm John Perez. James Malloy has been exceptional for Cathedral so far. 9 strikeouts through the first 4 innings and has kept Scanlan off the board. In fact, Scanlan hasn't had a runner past first base at all, as it'll be 5-6-7 due up for the Crusaders, and Brandon Otero, who made a nice play to end the home half of the 4th inning, will lead it off. The third baseman struck out looking in his only at-bat.
If I had to guesstimate, I'd say Malloy's probably somewhere in the low 60s in pitch count. Everything very effective, either strikeouts, first pitch swing, and weak contact. So we might see him go deeper than 5 if he can continue doing what he's doing.
Brandon Otero, like we mentioned, a lot of potential, raw talent in his first at-bat, and takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. Well, David Felonius really crediting the offseason regimen for James Malloy, and was someone that, this is push foul, count 0-2, but Malloy was someone that was always in the gym, always in the weight room, and the exit interview that they had last year, Malloy made it known that he wants to take his game to the next level. He wants to pitch in college as well. And going to Baruch, he'll have an opportunity to try out for a team in the CUNY Athletic Conference, and a team that is usually hovering around conference championship as well. So a good program there.
Yeah, Malloy's another one with good mechanics. He uses his lower body a lot more than Kalenovich does. And I love that he's got the poker shades on. Can't tell what he's thinking. The only guy with sunglasses on the field, the pitcher. That's usually different, right?
I wonder if they're tinted too. You know, if they I forgot what they were called, and I had them too, the transition ones.
Right, yeah.
10th strikeout for James Malloy. Starts off the 5th. As Malloy is cruising, as this brings up Alexander Lorenzo.
Yeah, you can take a look at it here. He's got him swinging. He's got him looking on this pitch. It's a beauty. Big leg kick comes across. And that pitch right down the middle. Just a swing, a hair underneath by Otero. Missing contact there.
Lorenzo takes all the way, and a breaking ball snaps in for a strike, 0-1.
So multiple times now this Scanlan team showing bunt. I guess any which way they can get a runner, but this is a guy that you expect to get some pretty decent hits. Surprised seeing him to square off. Otero squaring off at one that was above the eyes and trying to do a push bunt.
Well, with the taller grass, if you get it far enough away from Malloy Rodriguez, with the speed of Lorenzo, you're on base.
Yeah, you read my mind. I guess it's get on any which way you can here. Too high in a row by Malloy.
And so Lorenzo ahead in the count, 2-1. Malloy kicks and fires, and a fastball lasers in, 2-2. You really see how he's changing the eye path too. Goes up, down, left, right.
Yeah, we're in sync today, John. I was kind of thinking the same thing. He's been throwing a lot more high this inning, but yeah, he's kind of all over the plate.
Curveball got him swinging. That's 11 Ks now for James Malloy.
I got to make note. We talked about it for the DJ. I like that after the strikeout. That do 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 do.
Yeah.
Was that the PC Richards thing?
You got it.
What is that from? Is that like a Shea Stadium? When did I hear that?
Yankee Stadium.
It's a Yankee Stadium thing?
Yep.
There you go. I haven't been to Yankee Stadium in a long time. Only once since they built the new one.
I haven't been in a while either. I'm trying to remember the last time I went.
I'd like to go. I should. I love Yankee Stadium. Citi Field's better, but I like Yankee Stadium.
It's an easier commute as Nestor Escobar, the Bronx native, takes a strike.
There you go, right on cue.
Well, Cathedral Prep's located by the Queen Center Mall, which is in Elmhurst, and train-wise is not that far away, probably about 15 minutes. And then Scanlan is, well, that's the other side of the Bronx. The closest Catholic League high school to Yankee Stadium, of course, is Cardinal Hayes, which is basically down the block over on the Grand Concourse. Good rip at a fastball, and Escobar stays alive.
Yeah, real nice cut there by Escobar. So,
Bye. Two balls, two strikes, two outs, no score. Top of the fifth. James Malloy, as Escobar stays alive. Starting to see that fastball and had a good pitch to hit.
Still looks like he has good control, but he has been missing a high a little bit with the fastball now. You got to wonder if there's a little fatigue setting in. But looking to get through this inning and get his team moving on.
2-2 upstairs. And Escobar's worked the count full.
Yeah, when he misses high, he's missing by a decent amount right now. He's got to settle it down because even Schwartz can't frame those.
James Malloy rears back the pitch. In there, strike three called. 5 no-hit innings for James Malloy as we go to the bottom of the fifth on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete?
Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050. Bottom of the 5th inning, and James Malloy might be the loneliest man on the bench for the Crusaders. He's got 5 no-hit innings, and Rob Anderson is strikeout number 12. It's been his day so far.
And a beauty right down the pipe. Gets him looking. 2 swinging that inning, 1 looking. And he's been a strikeout machine, finding the control when he needs it, much like this gentleman here.
Yeah, Kalenovic has been no slouch himself. 7 strikeouts. He's allowed just 2 hits through 4 innings of work. Or check that, 3 hits, the infield single last inning.
Dealt with a little bit more adversity so far than Malloy has as far as the base path. 2nd and 3rd, last 2 innings stranded, but always finds a way out of it. And now he's at the bottom of the order with Palta, who he got caught looking last time.
Yeah, Cathedral Prep has left 5 runners on base as Palta lays down the bunt and drags it foul. Not a bad idea, especially with the speed of Palta. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking in his first at-bat against Kalenovic. Chopper foul.
Got a good look at that one there, just a little out in front of it, swung a little early, and pulls it foul, but contact on the last 2 pitches. And clearly this Cathedral team not scared to run once they are on the bases, so I'm sure they're going to continue to try to exploit that situation. So getting Palta on base big.
Yeah, no, that's true. Ryan Gallagher, a couple of stolen bases, then 2 defensive indifferences. Pulled on the ground, third base side. Brandon Otero slings it across to first. What a stretch by Kervin DePaula for the first out.
My goodness, I said it before on on the stretch. That one made me feel a lot of pain. This guy must take gymnastics. Look at that. Full, reaching is one thing for a stretch, but to go James Brown style over there is impressive.
Very Jason Phillips-esque, a former Met. Of course, as known for his splitting abilities, Noah Caraballo takes a fastball outside.
I'm blown away by, never in my life could I have done that. Even in my youth when I weighed like a $135.
Not if we gave you a few minutes to stretch and
maybe if you sat on my shoulders. But not that. That was insane.
Noah Caraballo, 2 strikeouts and 2 at-bats against Kalenovic. Leave it a miss. Swing in the bucket.
Gabriel Lopez had a beautiful stretch earlier on, too. You know, we mentioned that one. But DePaula, good Lord.
You get the sense with the pitcher's duel, it's starting to bleed over to the fielders as well, and trying to get everything right that they can. And, of course, they know how important this game is for both their of their pitchers. As Curiel, I think we've all been there, Rob, and just needs a few moments after that foul tip.
Yeah, sometimes you got to breathe. When those balls take those weird bounces back there. Again, we said it earlier, the catchers, the toughest guys in the game. Time like that, you wish it hit you in the mask instead. But again, we're back to our leadoff hitter, Caraballo. Struck out twice today. Looking to make contact, swinging that pink bat he's got.
One roll just foul, third base side. See Brandon Otero trying to will it foul.
And I think Curiel thought it was fair. He looked over at his coach and gave a thumbs up and a big smile. Still shaking his head. Look at him, smiling away.
Huh?
Thinks they got away with one.
Pitch. And that's off the shoulder. And Scanlan now out to contest as Caraballo will take another look. It looked as if he leaned into that pitch.
You think so? I got to take another look. I didn't see it. I mean, he looked back. Sometimes they just look a little guilty. We'll take a look here.
They got an argument.
That's tight. That's a tough one. It's a matter of whether he pushed that wing out to try to make contact, but he did just turn his back. He didn't, like, lean into it physically.
David Felenius speaking to Hayden Victor and John Fisher, and Caraballo is going to stay at the plate. But a good job by Victor to go out and ask for help from Fisher. They talk it over. And so 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Fastball on the outer half. Strike 3 called. 2 away in the second.
So Caraballo went from looking like he was going to get on first to his 3rd K of the game. So a tough break there. But take a look at this nasty pitch and great control here. It's a fastball right at the letters. Well done by Kalinovic to just attack and take advantage of the situation as that brings up Mr. Joseph Brown.
Brown a walk and a strikeout in 2 at-bats against Kalinovic. That curveball snaps in for a strike, nothing in 1. It's just interesting with Caraballo, and I know that it wasn't going your way. You thought that you were on base and you weren't. You'd have to go up there and protect, especially with 3 and 2. So chopped back to the mound, backhanded by Kalinovic. Escorts it over to first. 5 shutout innings for Amo Kalinovic. We go to the 6th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. We go to the 6th inning here at Juniper Valley Park. He's Rob Anderson. I'm John Perez. Damaso Acevedo leads it off against James Malloy. He's thrown 5 no-hit innings. He's just allowed 2 base runners, a drop third strike in the first, and then a walk in the third. 12 strikeouts against Monsignor Scanlan, and he has been more than advertised. The ace for Cathedral Prep.
You said it. I mean, 12 strikeouts. He's in control. The heater's still going well, throwing the off speed. Primarily fastballs so far.
Damaso Acevedo, the second baseman, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Acevedo, Sebastian Sands, and Kervin DePaula. And the first pitch from Malloy is in the dirt for ball 1. And that one caught the home plate umpire, Victor, and we'll go out there and take a couple moments as well. There's that kinship of catcher to umpire as well.
Yeah, you got to appreciate that always in the game. It's an unwritten rule. Those 2 guys take beatings back there.
Well, the other thing, too, is with no pitch clock in high school ball, you can do that. But at the college level, unfortunately, you just have to rub some dirt in it and get back in there all within a matter of 20 seconds.
Right.
Fastball low and away, 2-0.
That's 2 in a row that he bounced. He hasn't bounced too many today, but great job back there again by Schwartz. Can't say enough about his ability to keep that ball in front of him.
And a much-needed strike for Malloy, 2-1. Acevedo, the senior, plays the infield and the outfield as well, and takes a fastball on the outside corner, 2-2. He's been struggling offensively, but Bonilla's liked his approach over the last few weeks. The hits just haven't fallen in for him. 2-2 pitch, pulls back the bunt, and it's 3-2. Interesting to see that he would try to lay down a bunt with 2 strikes, or at least show it.
And then pull back on a close one. It was just outside. Maybe a missed call there.
And the pitch. Upstairs, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on. Second walk issued by Malloy. As this will bring up Sebastian Sands, his spot, and it looks like we'll get a pinch hitter as well for Monsignor Scanlan. It's Yudi DePaula, the sophomore.
So like I said, Yudi, typically a second baseman. He's had some trouble this year offensively, but he's got wheels. One of the better defensive players on this team, but getting an opportunity to take some cuts at the plate here.
Also, DePaula, the new batter. Like we mentioned, the twin brother of Kervin DePaula, celebrated their 16th birthday last Thursday, so a belated happy birthday to them. But Yudi, only a sophomore, and someone who's got a plus glove, a good defender, just trying to put it together at the plate. And a pickoff throw over as Lopez laid on the tag to Acevedo.
Yeah, Acevedo leaning a little bit there.
See if they put Acevedo in motion. Malloy slide step and pumps in a strike. 1-1. Or check that, 0-1.
So showing bunt there, not surprising at this stage of the game. Scanlan looking to just try to get a runner in scoring position right now. Won't be surprised if you do see the runner go. Probably a little tit for tat there, try to steal a base. He's definitely leaning, though. Those are very close to pick. Both throws over. Pretty darn close.
Runner goes, and it's bunted foul.
Really great jump there by Acevedo. Probably would have had it cleanly if there was no bunt attempt. See if he goes again with 2 strikes, if he trusts the legs.
Well, and then time called at the plate. You have to imagine the bunt is not on.
And the umpire is going to do the courtesy dust off of the plate.
You know, DePaula through the first 5 innings, so unhittable, and the one thing that hasn't changed for him is he's been pitching out of the stretch, but now you got a speedster over at first. And Yudi DePaula, who's cold, coming off the bench. Trying to move Acevedo in scoring position. He's going, pitches high, the throw down to second. Not in time, pops out of the glove of Caraballo, and it's a stolen base for Damaso Acevedo. And for the first time today, Scanlan has a runner in scoring position.
And again, you knew he could do it with just the wheels. Even on that missed bunt attempt, he could do it. You can look at that jump. And great speed there. Really pretty slide. Didn't need it. And that ball taking a little bit of a bounce out of the glove. And just like that, Scanlan's got a threat at second with no outs.
And this one hit on the ground, left side. Gloved by Rodriguez. High throw to first. He throws it away. It trickles away. Acevedo slams on the brakes. The throw comes home. It'll be an error on Rodriguez. And more importantly for Scanlan, they've got runners on the corners and nobody out for their leadoff hitter, Kervin DePaula.
The interesting part of that play, if we take a look here, the grounder's right to short. If you take a look at Acevedo, he waits, then he runs early. I mean, he's right there to get tagged. Like, even the run, making that decision to run before the throw is made, was a tag position, but that run might have been what got in Rodriguez's head, and the ball flies over, and now we got runners at the corner instead of what could have possibly been a tag-out, throw-out situation. So just when you say the defense is doing their job, they don't. Hopefully they'll be able to pick this thing back up, though, because Malloy did what he had to do there. But a great situation here now for Kervin DePaula to move his brother. You got to think his brother's going to run right now, no?
Well, we'll see. The middle infield, or at least the left side of the infield, playing in. Udy's running at first. The pitch is high. The throw down to second is cut off by Joe Brown. A stolen base for DePaula. And now runners on second and third and nobody out.
They are cooking with fire now. No outs, second and third. And Malloy needs 3 outs. Each time Kalenovich was in this situation, he needed 1. So
infield comes in. That skips off the glove of Schwartz, but off the short backstop, ricochets right back to him. So the count 2-0.
Doesn't seem to be anybody warming up, so this is probably going to be Malloy's inning here.
You'd have to believe that it's an out-by-out basis. Two-0. Fouled off. Good rip at a fastball.
And Schwartz will mosey over to the pitcher again as umpire Fisher comes in to check on his partner. He seems to be all right. You know, it's a big difference, too, John. When you think about the old days, they wore those big pillows on their chest. Now they've got the full, like, hockey gear shoulder pads. Doesn't make that any more fun, but
no.
At least it cushions it a little bit more.
Well, on that old pillow that you're talking about, you're just holding on to it.
Yeah.
So it still exposed the shoulders.
Yeah, it was like a shield. You had to block it like a waffle in a hockey goalie. The good old days. Look at Schwartz checking in on the umpire. Well done twice by that young man.
He's been impressive behind the plate, trying to guide his pitcher out of a jam. Acevedo with third, DePaula at second. That pitch is high. Starting to see Malloy lose track of the strike zone.
And missing high quite a bit now. Last 2 innings, just losing that fastball up and away.
Good hitters count to DePaula, looking for his first hit of the day. Swing and a miss at a 3-1 fastball, and the count's full.
Needed that pitch greatly there. Did not want to load up the bases right now. And he's going to try to avoid that before Tyler Sanabria gets up.
Malloy with 12 strikeouts today, looking for one here. Infield is drawn in with a couple of runners in scoring position in a scoreless affair. The pitch in the dirt and the bases are loaded. It's all unraveling for Cathedral. And now David Felenius will come out, and this should do it for Malloy, who went 5 hitless innings. And now will come out. A great start for Malloy, but Scanlan able to figure him out. And we'll get a new pitcher for Cathedral when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
Joe Brown comes on in relief, and he's in a hot spot. Bases loaded, nobody out. For the number 2 hitter, Tyler Sanabria, as James Malloy started this one off, went 5 hitless innings, but a walk in error, and then a third walk of the game, second of the inning. And Dave Melonius pulling him in way of Joseph Brown, who will have his work cut out for him. And one of the better parts of the order coming up as well as Tyler Sanabria, Amo Kalenovic, and Nick Curiel, the big boppers for Scanlan, Rob.
Yeah, and so far, like we were talking about in between here during the pitch and change, that a lot of the contact has been weak. If Brown can keep that going, there is a force at the plate with the bases loaded. And Schwartz is certainly showing a savvy for being able to play his position. So any kind of weak contact at this point is probably ideal. Infield in. And they'll take it out any way they can, but the way this game's going, you don't want anything getting across the plate.
And the first pitch roped foul, third base side. As Tyler Sanabria jumping on the first pitch fastball by Brown, 0-1.
I like that first pitch swinging.
You have to love the approach, right? You know that Brown is new into the game. He's got some control, but want to get a strike on the first one. Take another look.
Yeah, just out in front and pulling that one down the third base line.
Curveball dips low.
Got to keep in mind for Brown also, coming in with bases loaded, no out. Not an easy situation mentally. And what is it? I think the game is 90% physical, half mental, right?
So Yogi would say a wave and a miss, 1-2.
And for Scanlan, if there's a fork in the road, you take it. That's another one.
Aye, aye. Sanabria, 2 strikeouts and 2 at-bats against Malloy. And a curveball lifted foul down the third base line.
So on the 2 contact swing so far, out in front and ripping them. See if he could just slow down that swing a little bit, straighten it out.
Brown, the junior from Rockville Center. Trying to keep the team from the Bronx scoreless. The pitch. Curveball in there. Got him looking. Big strikeout out of the pen for Brown. There's one away.
That was a great pitch. It was a knee buckler right there, too. Brown making contact, but on that one, looking all the way. A really nice pitch. Curveball just fell in, and you saw him not even know what to do with that pitch. So, excellent selection.
Goes over the head of Kalenovic. Ball 1.
And as you pointed out earlier, that short backstop really helping out today.
So we might have some confusion. They're going to say the initial call was that it might have gone through. The backstop, it did not. It bounced back. But either way, that's a ball, and so the count 1-0. Fisher in the field had the better call. That curveball skips away. And the ball stays in play again. But Brown just not having a grip of that curveball.
Different look with Brown. He doesn't throw at the same velocity that Malloy does, so going to try to get some of those breaking pitches in.
Infield still drawn in, and he swings at a high fastball. So the count 2-1.
You got to guess Kalinovic wants that one back above the letters there. But also would love to get himself a W, or at least get some runs to try to get to that place right now. Kalinovic striking out in his first at bat. Grounding out to second in the second, so try to get his first hit of the game, or at least a walk, get him on base, and either way, it's an RBI.
And try and help his own cause as well. He's thrown 5 scoreless innings and trying to give himself some run support, something that's been very tough sledding for Scanlan this year. Here comes a 2-1. Curveball, hit right up the middle, played on a bounce, played by the second baseman Carabello, and they get around the tag, a run comes in. Carabello, it's a collision, throw goes to third. Rodriguez gets the runner, but 2 runs score. And so Carabello's down at second. We'll have to get this sorted out. But what a wacky play, especially the infield fly call wasn't called. So Carabello lets it drop. And then misses the tag there, Rob.
Yeah, there's absolutely no contact that you would stop that play in any way, shape, or form. Umpire made a good call there. And then kind of like a sacrifice run to third to get that distraction away from the plate, but 2 come across. So an unfortunate situation on a tough tag, but no hard contact, nothing illegal going on. The beauty of replay here at Varsity Media. Tip of the hat to our producer there and cameraman getting that sorted out for us so we could take care of it. Yeah, he just ran after him and missed. And what had dirt in his eye or something? What happened?
I didn't see. Yeah, you're right. There was no collision there.
There's 0 contact.
Right.
And he grabbed his face.
You're right. Maybe got some dirt in his eye. Not sure.
Or he missed the tag and was upset with himself, so he pretended to get hurt. Oh, maybe the
Watch
foot.
the wrist.
Did his foot hit him? All right, so a little follow-up on the slide maybe with the foot. Still incidental.
Yeah, no, I think the discussion is this an infield fly call? Or did the tag get applied? Like, those have to be the 2 things that you're contesting for Cathedral Prep here.
But I got to think there's no way you're calling an infield fly on a little blubber.
Right.
That thing didn't have any arc.
And then so it's a matter of, was there an out recorded at second base? There wasn't. So, yes, that's not high enough for an infield fly.
No, that fell in.
Acevedo scores, no problem. And it's still a live ball, so you can't contest that time should have been called either. So 2 runs come in, and then DePaula is thrown out at third.
Be honest, too, if that throw would have gone to the plate and there was an attempt at a tag, they might have called him safe because the mask and helmet were in the way.
We'll see. I'm not sure what the call is by DePaula. Rob Anderson's getting the call right now. So we get an out at third, and Rob will explain it right now as he gets on headset here.
All right, so good explanation there by the ump. It's exactly what we saw. There was no contact that inhibited the play in any way, shape, or form in second. Out at third, 2 outs, 2 runs across right now, so Scanlan in the lead.
But so that means that the runner at second base was also out too, so they did get a double play on that.
No, the runner at second was out at third.
All right, well, this is hit over to second base now, and this will be out number 3. We'll get the explanation when we come back. But Scanlan able to break through. They lead at 2-0 here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome you back. Bottom of the 6th inning here, and a little further explanation. So that's on my error there. So there was a strikeout already when that play happened. So the out at third base is the second out, and then you get a 4-3 at the end of it. But Kalinovic with weak contact over to second base. Caraballo tries to get the runner going to second in DePaula, and then they eventually get him trying to take third base. But Acevedo and Yudi DePaula score, and that's the run support for Amo Kalinovic, who's thrown 5 scoreless innings. He struck out 7 Cathedral Prep hitters, and now we'll deal the 3-4-5 in the order.
And just back to that last play, I think what Coach Felenius wanted to figure out is that if there was contact, if the runner's out at second, you're probably bringing DePaula back to third. But since there wasn't an out at second, he was out at third base, the run will count.
Okay.
If that was incidental contact
Right.
at second, then they probably wouldn't allow the runner to score. They would have just stopped the play.
Right.
But like I said, Kalinovic back out on the mound and showing a lot of confidence, Coach Bonilla.
And here's Will Rodriguez as Kalinovic pumps a fastball high for ball 1.
And you know Will wants to get a hold of one here.
Rodriguez has some power. 2 extra base hits on the season, 11 RBIs. And the count even at 1-1. What a good building block Will Rodriguez will be for Cathedral next year. Good eye at the plate. Possesses a lot of talent at third base, and it's just a matter of when he's hitting and he's on, then there's nobody better. Good gap-to-gap hitter.
Big inning here for Kalinovic. Get through this part of the order.
That's a strike on the outer half.
That
This is wild.
The same exact, that was literally the same exact pitch he struck him out with last time on that outside corner, so maybe the book is out to pitch outside.
Curiel wants it. The pitch. Yep, you called it. Strike 3.
Yeah, they must have some kind of scoring sheet there. That's 2 strikeouts in the same exact position. We'll get another look at it. Feasting on that outside corner and catches Rodriguez looking a second time. Literally the same pitch.
And so here's James Malloy now playing first base. He was the starting pitcher for Cathedral. 1 for 2 on the day with a single to center and a strikeout.
And Kalinovic showing no sign of tiring at the moment.
Curveball snaps in. And with some run support, looks like he's got his groove.
Yeah, a little moxie right now, right? That's 4 strikes in a row he just threw without a swing. And that would have been 3, but Malloy made contact.
Well, Malloy's sticking with the breaking ball and not getting fooled with it, but you're right. Kalinovic has been as good as advertised. He's got a good herky-jerky motion, a lot of velocity, and he's come out this inning throwing BBs. Here's the pitch. Curveball on the outer half.
6 consecutive strikes. 6 pitches in the strike zone. He is feeling himself right now, 2 looking.
That's 9 strikeouts for Kalenovich, and that'll bring up Joe Schwartz. We'll take another look.
And what a beauty. Again, that slingshot of an arm, and it's a curveball right down the middle. You got to think Malloy was thinking fastball. First one out of the zone.
Schwartz with a pop out and a ground out in 2 at-bats. Fastball races outside.
Grounded out to the pitcher in his last at-bat. Popped out to first in his first, so contact both times.
And a curveball darts back in. Well, Cathedral Prep has had opportunities in this game. They've got all 3 hits in the game, but they've left 5 runners on base through the first 5 innings against Amo Kalenovich. Here's the pitch. Curveball outside. And the count 3-1. One pitch. That's at the knees for a strike, and the count is full.
Schwartz not too happy with the 2 strikes called against him. He questions him. He's keeping his catcher relationship intact.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with the curveball. Amo Kalenovich with 6 shutout innings. As Cathedral will take a Scanlan will take a 2-0 lead going to the 7th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
We go to the 7th inning here at Juniper Valley Park. Monsignor Scanlan with a 2-0 lead over Cathedral Prep. And as Joe Brown gets his first full inning in relief, he gave up the 2 runs, but those were charged to James Malloy, who started the first 5 innings, did not allow a hit, and gave up 2 unearned runs, 3 walks, and 12 strikeouts, as Brown will face the heart of the order, Nick Curiel, Brandon Otero, and Alexander Lorenzo in the road half of the 7th inning. And his job, Rob, is to keep it a 2-0 game.
That's it. I mean, right now, Scanlan winning 2-0 with no hits. That's small ball at its finest, I suppose. And Brown looking to keep it that way. No hits, get it on over to his team offensively. And the last Yogiism of the day, Catholic hoping it's not over till it's over.
Well, in the bottom of the 7th inning, they'll have the lower third of the order, and Dominic Franco, Gabe Lopez, and Jay Squarnieri against presumptively Amo Kalenovich. Well, we don't have the pitch count here, but if he is eligible, you'd have to imagine Mark Bonilla is going to keep him on the mound. But
I will say, though, I mean, if you take a look, it's that bottom half of the order is the only ones doing any kind of damage against him. Yeah, the triple by Juaneri and the single by Lopez, a walk by Franco. So maybe that's the part of the order Cathedral would like.
And so Brandon Otero starts things off in the 7th inning. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against James Malloy. And a wave and a miss to the first pitch fastball, 0-1. Well, with James Malloy staying in the game, he goes to first. Brown comes in from center, and Gabe Lopez out in center field. Those were the changes last inning. And they stay the same here in the road half of the 7th.
Sun's still out here at Juniper Park. Little chill in the air, slight breeze, but a beautiful day for baseball.
And good to see that the field held up after, it wasn't torrential downpour yesterday, but it was wet. And of course, there's been a handful, or more than a handful, of cancellations because of that here at Juniper Valley Park if it rains the day before. Sweeper misses low.
This feels like playoff weather, but how it's supposed to be in October, not May.
Yeah.
So they're getting the full playoff experience here right before they go into theirs. Last game of the season, senior day for Cathedral. Looking to try to make some noise, but right now just hold the fort down.
3-2 pitch, hit on the ground to third. Rodriguez takes a stab at it and rifles to first, one away. So 1 up, 1 down. This brings up Alexander Lorenzo.
Lorenzo struck out swinging in both at bats so far, so we'll see if he can try to make some contact. Lorenzo definitely a guy they want on the bags. Try to see if he could swipe one and create a little chaos here and put a little insurance on the board.
Fastball on the outside corner. 0-1. Lorenzo struck out swinging in his first 2 at-bats, and that fastball stays high. 1-1. Brown working quickly here. You got to love the efficiency of Brown to just try and get his team off the field back into the dugout and give themselves a chance. Skipped in the dirt. 2-2.
He's really throwing the fastball well. Like he's really finding, you know, the strike zone there. Some of the off speed go a little. It was like a corkscrew that last one.
Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 up, 2 down to begin the 7th.
So Lorenzo goes down swinging for the 3rd time today, and it's going to bring up Nesta Escobar. Also struck out twice today, once looking, once swinging. And take a look at the fastball. He really has great control here. Right down the middle, gets under it. Strike 3. So the fastball is certainly working for him, but good to mix in those other ones. He threw that pitch before he even got his bat up. You said working fast. My good. Who works like that in Major League Baseball now? Anybody?
Well, you have to engage the batter, and that's usually what starts the pitch clock. But in high school, you don't have to.
No. He can do what he wants out there.
Yeah, Brown just throwing darts. And ahead of the count, 1-2.
I love the way he's doing this right now.
On the ground to short. Backhanded, bouncing off the glove. And the throw to first, not in time. It'll be an infield single for Nestor Escobar. That's the first hit of the day for Scanlan. And they got a 2-out base runner. Tough play for Noah Caraballo, but either way.
So you're not going to go E6 and preserve the no-hitter?
No, it was a hit.
All right.
Field hit. Runner goes and no throw. Scanlan steals another bag.
First time Schwartz hasn't thrown down.
Brown comes home with it. And the pitch skips inside to Damaso Acevedo. He walked and came around to score. And that 2-run fielder's choice. Last inning, that's been the only scoring that we've gotten today. Fastball line foul.
Yeah, Acevedo getting that walk and then stealing the base. Getting a third on an error and another walk, and first run of the game.
Curveball drops in, strike 3 called. Joseph Brown throws up a scoreless frame. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Rally time for Cathedral on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. Amo Kalenovic looks to keep the shutout intact. He's 3 outs away from picking up the 5th Scanlan win of the year. And as good as James Malloy has been, virtually unhittable through the first 5 innings, Kalenovic finessed his way in and out of trouble, and now 3 outs away from his signature victory of the year.
Yeah, there he is out there looking to go a complete game. And his team gathering around him and going to tell him we got you back. You can see they're all patting him on the back, getting ready to go. So far, Kalenovic hasn't needed too much help from his team. And he'll face that bottom part of the order.
Be the number 6 hitter, Dominic Franco, to lead things off. The walk and a pop out in 2 at-bats against Kalenovic. Dominic Franco, Gabriel Lopez, and Jace Guarneri, 6, 7, 8, due up against Kalenovic. And the first pitch fastball is low, 1-0.
It was Franco who was stranded on third over in the 4th inning. Got on a walk and stole second.
Chop to the right side. On the backhand and under the glove of Acevedo into right field. And the leadoff man's aboard.
And it ain't over till it's over. My guess is you're going to see Franco swipe second, first pitch.
First error of the day for Scanlan.
Yeah, that one just right through the wickets, didn't get the glove down. No weird bounce or anything like that. Picked his head up and maybe thinking about throwing before he actually got the ball in the mitt.
Lopez 1 for 2 on the day, reached on an infield single, and takes wide for ball 1.
Franco stays at first. Just a slight lead there.
Kalenovic working quickly, and not a huge lead over at first base. I have to imagine for the Crusaders, they don't want to run themselves out of the inning. And a 2-0 count to Gabe Lopez. Two-0. 2-1.
Nice pitch there. And again, if we look at Kalenovic, he does not look over to any base when he's on the mound. He is confident. His relationship between him and his catcher. Oh, there he's looking over this time. Of course, he's going to make me look bad.
Curveball, wave and a miss. 2-2.
2 heaters in a row.
Well, the thing with Kalenovic, what we've learned in this game is he's not comfortable until he's in an uncomfortable situation. Runner goes, a 2-2. Curveball outside and no throw. As Franco takes second.
And now with the runner on second, Kalenovic really just needs to focus on the batter.
Third stolen base of the day for the Crusaders. Payoff pitch. Tapper foul, third base side. As Lopez keeps the at-bat alive.
Yeah, a little bit of a late swing, but makes contact, and a hit right now would be huge for this Crusader team.
Got Jace Guarneri on deck. He tripled down the right field line, and that's high. Ball 4. Third walk issued by Kalenovic.
Number 15,
So Malloy victimized by the error in the 5th inning.
Good speed on the base paths. Lopez at first, Franco at second, and Guarneri takes a strike, 0-1.
And Kalinovic hoping he's not victimized by the error in the 7th inning. He's pitched a sensational game so far.
Well, how important is that second run on that fluky play? And it hit him. The bases are loaded. As Mark Bonilla is going to come out. We'll see if he makes the change as well. Kalinovic starting to tire. Let's see if he dips into his bullpen. And so, with that said, we'll have a new pitcher, and we'll sort it all out when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Cathedral Prep with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning, so Mark Bonilla calls upon Arian Nokaj to get out of the jam and send the team home from the Bronx with the victory here today, as Nokaj, the southpaw for Monsignor Scanlan, takes over.
Yeah, nice stats there, 7 Ks in 3 innings.
And he'll deal to Christian Anderson. As Anderson pinch hitting for Matthew Palta, who was 0 for 2 on the day. And so the Middle Village native with an opportunity to get Cathedral Prep on the board. A base hit could tie the game. Anderson hitting .286 on the year, no extra base hits, 8 RBIs. Backdoor curveball misses. Nokaj is an interesting story for Monsignor Scanlan. He's only a sophomore, someone who was opining for Bonilla that he wanted to start. Bonilla in an inter-squad game, and he's been on the mound ever since. Breaking ball just misses.
No, Anderson there nods his head in approval with every ball that goes by. I got to wonder if he was named after Hans Christian. Different spelling, but author of The Little Mermaid.
Curveball popped up. Foul territory. Kalinovic makes the play, 1 away.
And that's a really, really big out right there to get the pop-up at first base with the bases juiced, up by 2. And we're at the top of the order now. Top of the order having a rough day so far, but looking to make noise when it counts most.
Yeah, it's Noah Caraballo. 3 strikeouts and 3 at-bats against Amo Kalinovic. First pitch from Nokaj on the outer half for a strike, 0-1.
So, you know, there's somebody who's happy that Kalinovic is out of the game. And it's this guy trying to knock in some runs here.
Curveball just misses, 1-1.
So again, with the bases loaded, you got to force out at the plate, so lots of different scenarios can unfold here.
Breaking ball stays high, 2-1. Well, the middle infield in double play depth with the corners pinching in. Nokaj rocks and fires. And sweeper just misses. It's 3-1. There's Nokaj in danger of walking in a run.
Yeah, you got to think he's got to go fastball here and just try to get that ball over the plate. I was kind of surprised he threw a breaking ball there.
Good hitters count for Caraballo. 3-1 coming. And it's lined foul, third base side.
Yeah, way out in front of that one and almost caught his catcher as he's swinging from the doorway of the dugout.
Pitch from the southpaw. This one hit in the air, deep left field. Ranging back is DePaul. It gets over his head and rolls all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. The game is tied as 2 runs scored. Here comes a relay throw to the plate. The tag in time. Noah Caraballo, the game-tying 2 RBI triple. As Jace Guarneri's cut down at the plate. What a big drive by Caraballo, and like you mentioned, Rob, so excited to have the new pitcher in, and he took advantage.
He certainly did. It's a fastball right in the zone and hits the sweet spot of the barrel of the bat, and that thing was launched. It was off to the races into the left field. Ball rolled all the way to the fence. Little trip up there, but run number 2 comes across without incident. And then the throw, the cutoff throw, by the way, absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That's a strike and a perfect play at the plate. So a dramatic hit there. You wish he could have got all 3 RBIs, but a beautiful cutoff throw prevented that.
And so here's Joe Brown, the junior. It's a sophomore against a junior to try and win it on senior day.
Doesn't get better than this for the Crusaders. Chance to do some damage here.
Brown takes on the inside corner, but skips off the glove of Curiel. No advancement.
So 2 outs in the inning. That pop up to the first base and then the throw out at the plate extends this inning with a runner on third. A beautiful triple.
And the pitch. Wave and a miss. Count 1-2.
So Nokaj now has a little bit of room here to throw whatever he wants. Maybe something a little out of the zone, try to get the aggressive swing in.
Pitch, foul tipped. And he stays alive. And home plate umpire Hayden Victor really wearing that one today and having a tough day at the office behind the dish.
He certainly is. And he's going to walk that one off down the first base line.
And just needs a moment, but either way, a big spot for Nokaj. Now just trying to keep this a 2-2 game.
And Brown happy that that tip was missed by the catcher, but the umpire not. So Hayden Victor feeling it a little bit right now. And he's going to take a little bit of a breather and see if he can get him back behind the dish and take care of the rest of this game. He's grimacing, though. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
And we'll see. But either way, good effort by Cathedral Prep, who has come out swinging, and they reach on the error by Dom Franco reaches on the error, and then Gabe Lopez works a walk. And then after the hit by pitch, Noah Caraballo, and you can just see the potential for Caraballo as well, and a good player that has a lot of upside, really driving into that one and sending it over the head of DePaula. as Cathedral tried to win it, pushed the envelope a little too much, and Scanlan was still able to salvage an out.
Yeah, the Crusaders with 4 hits on the game and 2 of them triples. That doesn't happen quite often in this game, but 2 triples and both of them smoked. And it looks like umpire Victor's going to be able to get in, so we'll see if that little pause in the action affects the pitcher or the hitter in any way, shape, or form as we come back with 2 strikes in this count.
So now Curriell will go back to the plate. Cathedral can win it on Senior Day. The pitch. Right back to the screen. And Joe Brown is on it.
Yeah, he's keeping this at bat alive. 2 foul tips in a row. So you got to appreciate the fact that he's still swinging at the plate in a situation like this, making sure to protect that plate.
Caraballo, the game-winning run at third. The pitch in the dirt. And the count is full.
So an excellent at bat here for Brown. Working those pitches, tipping off some strikes.
Pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And we go to extras. Noah Caraballo's 2 RBI triple ties it up at 2. We go to the 8th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. Top of the 8th inning, we're tied at 2 as Joseph Brown now back out on relief, and a new left fielder for Cathedral is Christian Anderson, who came on as a pinch hitter last inning and now stays out there in left. The Middle Village native, and we're starting to get late here at Cardinal Field. Obviously the sun's still out, so that's not an issue. It's just late in the ball game. And how about this? The first 6 innings were moving, and then Scanlan got on the board, a fluky 2 RBI fielder's choice, and then down to their final 2 outs, Noah Caraballo's 2 RBI triple ties the game at 2, and a perfect relay throw to the plate gets us ready for the 8th inning here, Rob Anderson.
Yeah, these Crusaders doing things in dramatic fashion. They want to keep this game alive for Senior Day and send off their troops with a big W at the end of the season, and could have been a very dramatic win right there on that triple. And we were discussing it. You know, it's tough. I mean, like I said, as a coach, I'm waving them home. There's no doubt in my mind. I see that ball roll to the fence. We're doing it. But that cutoff throw was just a thing of beauty, and not even a thought at the plate that was going to be safe.
No, you're right. And that's the thing, too. You want to force Scanlan to make the good throw. Especially when there's so much turmoil going on out there. And check that. Now Anderson goes back to the dugout, so no new left fielder. It's just Palta going out to left field after the re-entry.
Yeah, it looked like Anderson's just warming everybody up out there a little bit, or what's he doing?
Well, there's DePaula. Switch of the shades. And so now 2-2 game, and it'll be the bottom of the order for Monsignor Scanlan. And Aryan Nokaj will lead it off. He gets the right fielder spot, and 9-1-2 due up for Scanlan.
So folks at home, Mr. John Perez growing up in this neighborhood, played on this field as a young man. We didn't say that yet. Some big hits over here?
Yes, and that was a long time ago.
Well, you got to tell everybody about it. You told me. Let's hear about the big hit.
Solo home run, my first and only home run over the left field fence against Regis as a junior. And cleared the top fence over in left field and never forgot about it. There's a swing and a miss. Aryan Nokaj, swing and a miss.
It's got to feel good that we're positioned that way, staring at that side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at it all afternoon.
Still looking for that ball.
No, I got the ball.
Oh, you did?
I did get the ball thanks to someone who got many more hits than myself by a Paul Perez, who was coming home from practice, of course. Paul, the all-time wins leader at Baruch. And yep, that's right, hit it over that fence.
And he got it for you.
He did. Swing and a miss as Nokaj goes around, and the count should be 2-2.
It's a good thing you didn't put it on eBay.
I would have had to pay somebody to buy it. Strike 3 called. Nokaj goes down looking to begin the 8th inning. Yeah, a lot of days in this park, and I'll tell you what, we do a lot of really cool things at Varsity Media, and I'm very grateful for Felenius and Cathedral Prep to reach out to us, and to do a game here is a really neat experience. Fantastic play. James Malloy makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Let's see if we got another look at that ball down the first base line.
Get some little inside out there and up against a great catch there to make sure it didn't hit the fence. So Malloy still helping his team out once he's off the mound. Some good defense there.
And the first pitch to Tyler Sanabria. And make it now 2 in a row. Back-to-back strikes.
Sanabria trying to get his first hit of the game, avoid that strikeout.
Wave and a miss, and check that now. The count 1-2. Sanabria, 3 strikeouts and 3 at-bats. Struck out looking against Brown in the 6th inning. And a curveball skips in the dirt.
So trying to avoid the golden sombrero and get on base and try to get the Scanlan team back in the driver's seat, which they were not too long ago. Caballero had other plans. Caraballo.
2-2. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 2 strikeouts in the inning for John Brown as Cathedral will look to walk it off in the bottom of the 8th on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York. Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Bottom of the 8th inning, we're tied at 2. Monsignor Scanlan and Cathedral Prep on the Varsity Media Sports Network. He's Rob Anderson. I'm John Perez. Will Rodriguez will lead it off against Aryan Nokaj, who came on in a save situation, a tough save situation at that. Bases loaded, nobody out. Got a pop out, but then a 2 RBI triple by Noah Caraballo. And eventually struck out Joe Brown to keep it tied At 2 apiece, and now Will Rodriguez will look to spark a rally for the Crusaders and brand new life for Cathedral Prep in the home half of the 8th.
Yeah, going up against the 3-4-5 hitters who have not really been too effective today so far, but have a chance to do it at the most important time of the game. Make this a walk-off.
This game was started by Amo Kalenovic. He went 6+ innings, gave up 3 runs, only 2 of them earned on 3 hits. Walked 3 and struck out 10. So the starters for both teams might have gone an inning too long, but a good duel nonetheless.
An incredible duel. It's a shame that neither one of them are going to factor in the decision today. But both starters absolutely sensational, throwing strikeouts left and right.
Pitch. That's upstairs. And ball 4 as Rodriguez will head to first, but looks like might get a pinch runner.
Yeah, so Rodriguez has got to jog on down to. Oh, can they do that? I was about to say.
No, yeah. So
he's got to touch first. I think he was
Yeah.
leaving. A little confusion there. So Rodriguez will touch first, get partnered up, and then it looks like it'll be a switcheroo if it goes to the next inning.
And the pinch runner is Daniel Johnson, running at first. And there's James Malloy. Will step up to the plate for the Crusaders. Malloy a single and 2 strikeouts in 3 at-bats against Amo Kalenovic. And takes a fastball at the knees, 0-1.
So this Crusaders team has been running wild today, stealing as many bases as they possibly can. We'll see if they try to get the runner in scoring position against the lefty.
Pitch misses inside, 1-1.
It's always a little bit more intimidating to steal against a lefty.
Well, Nokash steps off to keep Johnson honest at first.
You got a good look at him over there on first. Not a huge lead.
No, that sweeper misses outside, 2-1.
You also don't want to take the bat out of Malloy's hand right now. You don't want to run out on this. And
Well, runner is going. The pitch, that's lined under the glove of Otero into left field for a base hit. So James Malloy knocks his 2nd hit of the day as Cathedral has the first 2 men on.
And that one was a rope, so a little hit and run play there. Johnson stops at second. And we'll get another look at it here. You can see that fastball just stays in the sweet spot for Malloy, and it's a frozen rope through the infield.
And so now Joe Schwartz will talk to assistant coach William Rodriguez Sr., and you have to wonder, Schwartz today 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a pop out, and a ground out. Weak contact all around. Does he lay down the bunt and then give an opportunity to Dom Franco?
Yeah, it's a tough decision. You know, Franco got on an error, walked so far. And if you do lay down the bunt with a hitter like this, you're taking the bat out of the hands of a guy that could definitely make contact. But he's squaring off.
And pulls back, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. And Scanlan tipping their hand, running the wheel play, leaving second base unoccupied.
Good call there, John.
And the pitch, knocked foul.
Maybe I'm too aggressive, but it's too late now. But squaring away with that bunt, maybe I'd consider even stealing third.
Runner not going. There is the bunt. Right back to the mound. Nokash picks it up. Fires over to first in time. And a successful sacrifice as Schwartz moves both runners over. And now the game-winning run, Johnson 90 feet away. And an opportunity for Dom Franco.
Yeah, really not go, but first base. Third base was charging in and didn't get back to position in time. Nokash going with the no-brainer out at first base. And now we'll see what Coach Bonilla decides to do. Again, Franco so far, walk, stolen base, E4, stolen base.
Well, and decision time as well. Do you load the bases? Because Franco's run doesn't mean anything, neither does Malloy's. And so do you want to have a force at any base? The way Scanlan is playing their infield now is they've got their infield in.
I mean, who do you take your chances with, Franco or Lopez? Lopez walked and also had a nice single in this game. So this is the part of the order that's done the most damage against this Scanlan team so far. So I don't know that I would necessarily take him for granted. I'm a fan of right now attacking Franco and seeing what he can do.
Dominic Franco, the senior from Middle Village, looking to give Cathedral Prep the senior day victory, takes upstairs for ball one. Franco popped out, walked, and then reached on an error, came around to score in the 7th inning. Infield playing in, and the 1-0 pitch in the dirt, skips past Curiel. Here comes a runner to the plate. Johnson, the throw, he's safe! And Cathedral Prep wins it on the wild pitch. 3-2 in extras.
And look at that celebration on the field. That's a lot of seniors that are really happy on senior day.
We noted how small the backstop was. It just got away from Curiel, and Johnson able to scamper home, and Cathedral Prep scores 3 in the last 2 innings to walk it off.
Nokaj bounces that one. That's the first time somebody ran home. And just a quick bang-bang play, but a great jump at third for Johnson to get home and slide in. Congratulations, Crusaders.
The seniors win their final home game here at Juniper Valley Park. 3-2 in extras. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll speak to our player of the game on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media Pass is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Playoffs. For semifinal and championship coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, flag football, and baseball, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Varsity Media is the home for New York high school sports.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck. It's a walk-off victory for Cathedral Prep here at Juniper Valley Park. A happy victory for the seniors on Senior Day, led by James Malloy, who got it done on the mound and a couple of hits on the day. We'll talk about this game in a second, but when you think back to all the practices that you've had here at Juniper, the time with your teammates, what feelings resonate with you?
Just brotherhood. That's our main goal at Cathedral, brotherhood, making the team chemistry better, and that was really our goal this season, get better every single day, and that was really our mission. We're showing the replay here. Take me through the emotions that you had as you guys walked it off. Well, I was on second base, and I just got the hit. I was like, I don't really have to do anything. I'm not the winning run right now. And I know Danny Jr. Doesn't really play much, but that play really stands out for him in his career. And, that was really good for him and the team. I was excited. I pitched my heart out today, and credits to that pitcher who pitched a really good game. I don't know how many strikeouts he had, but I know he had a lot. And it was a really good pitcher duel today.
Honestly, James, you just kind of took the words out of him. I was going to ask you about your opponent right there, but let's talk about you. Two different style pitchers. He kind of has that slingshot arm. You use your lower body. How'd you feel about mixing them in today? Your fastball was on fire in the beginning, then you started mixing it up in the second. How'd you feel out in this game throwing?
I felt pretty good, and then towards the end, my arm started to hurt a little bit. But, fastball was working today. My changeup was working in the beginning, then kind of fell off at the end. And my curveball was really good today.
Beautiful today. That curveball was sensational.
Yeah.
At what point in the game did you start to figure, okay, you're going to have to get it done on the mound and kind of rear back and reach for a little more?
I think that last inning when I got taken out, I told my coach, my arm was hurting really bad. So I said, you know what? I know I put my other guy in the tough position, bases loaded to 0 outs. But, that last inning really hurt me. I was trying to do my best out there, but, hey, we got it done anyways.
Yeah, you got it done anyway. Congratulations on the victory. Congratulations on the career. That's James Malloy, our player of the game, and that'll put a wrap on things here at Juniper Valley Park as Cathedral wins it 3-2 in extra innings. For our executive producer, Ben Turchin, for our technical director, Chris Sweeney, Travis DeLuise, and Mike Verdi giving you the moving images. For my partner, Rob Anderson, this is John Perez saying so long from Middle Village, Queens. This has been a presentation of CHSAA Baseball on the Varsity Media Sports Network.